You just got out of your warranty period, month 1. And suddenly, your car needs a $2,400 repair. Coincidence? In 2024, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration received over 1.5 million breakdown reports from vehicles between 3 and 5 years old. That is the exact window, the first year after the factory warranty expires. J.D. Power reported that long-term vehicle dependability scores dropped in 2023 for the first time in 6 years, precisely as connected car software became standard across every major manufacturer. And Consumer Reports found that 1 in 3 car owners experienced an unexpected major repair within 18 months of losing their warranty coverage. So, you have to ask yourself, is your car failing you? Or is it being engineered to fail you? We are not talking about mechanical wear. We are not talking about user error. We are talking about a deliberate, engineered, software-driven ecosystem designed not to keep your car running longer, but to keep you paying longer. From over-the-air manipulation to subscription blackmail, this list gets darker as we count down. Number 5 is frustrating. Number 3 is genuinely shocking. And number 1. Number 1 might make you want to sell your car today. Number 5, the subscription hostage. Imagine buying a brand new car. You test drive it. The heated seats work perfectly. You sign the papers. You drive home. Then the manufacturer tells you that the heated seats, the ones physically installed in your car, the ones you sat in on the lot, will cost you $18 a month to keep using. That was BMW's actual subscription model. Launched in 2022, consumers assumed that features installed in a car were included in the car's purchase price. That is the most basic assumption in retail. BMW launched monthly charges for heated seats, high beam assist, adaptive cruise control, and more. General Motors killed Apple CarPlay in its 2024 EV lineup, forcing users into a paid connected services plan. Toyota briefly required a $8 month subscription just to use the remote start feature on a key fob that came with the car. These features cost almost nothing for manufacturers to unlock digitally. The hardware is already in your vehicle. Flipping a software switch has near zero marginal cost, but the revenue it generates is recurring, compounding, and scalable across millions of vehicles simultaneously. McKinsey & Company estimated that by 2030, automakers stand to generate $400 to $600 billion annually from in-car digital services and subscriptions. Your heated seat is not a product. It is a revenue line item. A 2023 survey by Which magazine found 76% of car buyers were unaware that features could be locked post-purchase. The average annual cost of automotive software subscriptions per vehicle is projected to hit $230 a year by 2025, according to Deloitte. Reddit's Are Cars Lit Up when the BMW story broke? One of the top posts read, "I bought the hardware. They're renting me the software." In my car, it had 94,000 upvotes in 48 hours. This is level 5 of the problem, and we are just getting started. Number 4, the silent update. Modern vehicles receive over-the-air updates, OTA updates, similar to your smartphone. Manufacturers present this as a feature. Free improvements, bug fixes, security patches. What they don't advertise is that the same channel used to improve your vehicle can be used to quietly degrade it. Consumers welcomed OTA updates. Tesla made them famous with genuine performance improvements. The promise was clear. Your car gets better over time automatically. In November 2020, Tesla was sued in a class action after an OTA update reduced battery range on older Model S and Model X vehicles. Owners reported losing 20 to 40 miles of range overnight, some immediately after their battery warranty expired. In Germany, the Kraft-Fahrt-Bundesamt, the Federal Motor Transport Authority, opened an investigation. In the U.S., NHTSA flagged the update. Tesla called it a safety measure. Owners called it a $10,000 devaluation pushed silently while they slept. Manufacturers retain software ownership of your vehicle, even after you purchase it. Every major automaker's terms and conditions, buried in pages of legal text, grant them the right to modify vehicle software remotely. At any time, for any stated reason. That means the car you drove off the lot is not legally guaranteed to perform the same way next year. A 2023 report from the Financial Times revealed that at least 11 major automakers used OTA updates to adjust vehicle performance post-warranty. Consumer advocacy group CARS, Center for Auto Safety, documented over 200 complaints related to post-update performance degradation in a single year. Resale values of vehicles with known OTA modification histories dropped by an average of 8 to 12%. According to Kelley Blue Book analysis, lost range means lost utility. Lost utility triggers trade-ins. Trade-ins feed manufacturer-affiliated financing arms, and those financing arms profit from the new loan. 1 vehicle degraded. 3 revenue streams activated. Number 3, the data dealer. Your connected car generates between 25 gigabytes of data per hour. GPS coordinates, speed patterns, braking aggressiveness, music choices, how often you accelerate hard, whether you wear a seatbelt. Now, who owns that data? Spoiler, it is not you. Buyers assumed their driving behavior was private, or at worst, anonymized and harmless. In 2023, the New York Times reported that General Motors shared precise driving data from millions of vehicles with insurance companies including LexisNexis and Verisk without clear consumer consent. Drivers enrolled in GM's Smart Driver program found their insurance rates had been recalculated. Some saw premium increases of 20 to 30% based on data they didn't know was being shared. One driver in the investigation said her insurance company cited 17 instances of heartbreaking data points collected by her own vehicle and sold without her meaningful knowledge. Within warranty, manufacturers need goodwill. They are careful after warranty. The relationship changes. Your vehicle's connected services subscription, which many owners unknowingly auto-renew, keeps the data pipeline open, and the data flowing from that pipeline is a revenue stream that outlasts any single sale. Mozilla Foundation's Privacy Not Included report in 2023 reviewed 25 major car brands. Every single one failed their privacy standards. 84% shared data with third parties. 56% could share data with government or law enforcement on request. Mozilla called modern cars the worst product category we have ever reviewed for privacy. That quote was not from a fringe blogger. That was Mozilla, one of the most respected technology organizations in the world. Your raised insurance premiums are the direct financial consequence of data your car generated, that a manufacturer sold, that an insurer purchased, that an algorithm scored. You paid for the car. The manufacturer got paid again by the insurer for your personal behavior data. The average American driver affected in the GM data sharing scandal reportedly faced insurance increases worth $400 to $900 per year in additional premiums. That is an invisible post-purchase tax, powered by your own vehicle. Number 2, the repair monopoly. You have a trusted mechanic, known them for 15 years. Fair prices, honest work. But on your new car, they are legally and technically locked out. Car ownership in America has always included the implied right to repair. You own the vehicle. You choose where it gets fixed. That is a foundational principle of consumer ownership going back decades. Modern vehicles contain proprietary ECU calibration software, encrypted control modules, and manufacturer-only diagnostic tools that independent repair shops simply cannot access. When a 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning has a battery management issue, only Ford-authorized dealers with proprietary FDR software can diagnose and recalibrate it. The same repair that might cost $300 to $500 at an independent shop costs $1,200 to $2,800 at a dealer, because the dealer is the only one with the digital keys. Stellantis, BMW, GM, Ford, Toyota, all of them operate similar gated ecosystems. This is not speculation. In 2023, the Right to Repair ballot initiative in Massachusetts was actively fought by automotive manufacturers. With a coalition spending over $25 million in opposition, why spend $25 million fighting consumer access to repair data? Because the repair monopoly is worth far more than $25 million. Some vehicles now use parts pairing, a system where replacement components must be digitally registered to the vehicle's software. Install an unregistered part, the car's software recognizes an unauthorized component and disables features, or generates persistent warning lights, or, in some cases, refuses to operate at all. Apple invented this for iPhones. BMW, Tesla, and others have now applied the same concept to cars worth $40,000, $100,000. The American Automobile Association, AAA, found that consumers pay an average of 37%, more for dealer repairs compared to independent shops on identical services. iFixit and the Repair Association estimate that software-locked repairs cost American drivers an additional $3.3 billion annually. A 2024 study by Consumer Reports found that 63% of EV owners reported at least one repair that could only be completed at the dealership, versus 28% of internal combustion vehicle owners. Electric vehicles are dramatically more software dependent, and the EV market is growing at 25% per year. Do the math on where this trajectory leads. A peer-reviewed paper published in the Journal of Consumer Affairs 2023 used the term planned digital dependency, documenting how manufacturers intentionally design software architectures that require ongoing dealer involvement to maintain vehicle function. This is not a side effect of modern engineering. The researchers concluded it is a structural business decision. Senator Elizabeth Warren called software-locked repairs a rigged system in a 2023 Senate committee hearing. The FTC has opened an inquiry, but no binding legislation has yet passed at the federal level. The bill is sitting, your repair bill is not. That was number 2. We told you number 1 would shock you. It will, because everything we've discussed so far, the locked features, the silent updates, the data sales, the repair monopoly, they all feed into a single, coordinated, deeply calculated system, and it has a name. Number 1. Planned obsolescence 2.0. Planned obsolescence is not new. The concept dates to the 1920s, when General Motors deliberately changed car models annually so that last year's vehicle would feel outdated. But planned obsolescence 2.0 is something entirely different. It does not make your car look old. It makes your car behave old. On schedule, using software, modern engineering is extraordinary. A well-maintained vehicle in 2024 can run for 200,000 to 300,000 miles. Metallurgy, manufacturing tolerances, and synthetic oils have never been better. Consumers expected vehicles to last longer than previous generations. The average vehicle trade-in cycle in the U.S. has been shrinking, not growing. In 2019, the average was 6.5 years. By 2023, it had dropped to 5.1 years, despite vehicles being mechanically more capable than ever. Why are consumers trading in more capable vehicles faster than ever before? Software degradation cycles. Here is how it works. Modern vehicles collect real-time data on every system: battery, brakes, transmission, cooling, suspension. That data is processed by an onboard algorithm. That algorithm sets thresholds for acceptable performance. Here is where it gets dark. Those thresholds are set by the manufacturer. They are not universal mechanical standards. They are calibrated parameters, and they can be, and in documented cases, have been adjusted remotely via software update. Lower the threshold for what constitutes a healthy battery. More batteries appear degraded. More degraded batteries trigger replacement recommendations. Replacement recommendations convert to dealer revenue. This is not theoretical. This is the mechanism that underpinned the Tesla battery lawsuit. This is the mechanism the EU's right to repair directive, passed in March 2024, was specifically designed to address. When a manufacturer tightens a software-defined performance threshold, the domino effect is: 1. Vehicle generates a warning code. 2. Owner visits dealer mandatory due to software locks. 3. Dealer recommends repair or replacement at dealer pricing. 4. Owner, fearing reliability, initiates early trade-in. 5. Trade-in feeds manufacturer's certified pre-owned program. 6. Manufacturer resells the degraded vehicle, often after a simple software recalibration, at a $3,000 to $8,000 margin. 7. Original owner finances a new vehicle through manufacturer's lending arm. 8. Cycle repeats. Every step of that chain generates revenue for the manufacturer from the same customer, triggered by a software decision made in a server room. Investigation by The Guardian found that at least 4 major automakers had documented cases of software-defined component thresholds that were tightened after warranty expiration. The European Consumer Organization, BEUC, estimated that premature vehicle replacement driven by software-defined obsolescence costs European consumers €9 billion annually. In the U.S., the Federal Trade Commission's 2023 report on automotive industry practices noted a pattern of digital design choices that systematically disadvantage post-warranty consumers. Cox Automotive's data shows that dealer service revenue grew 22% between 2020 and 2023, a period in which the overall vehicle fleet did not grow proportionally. A 2023 study from the University of Michigan's Transportation Research Institute found a statistically significant correlation between the rollout of manufacturer-connected telematics systems and increased out-of-warranty repair frequency controlling for vehicle age, mileage, and climate. The researchers were careful with their language, but their conclusion was clear. Software-connected vehicles fail at measurably higher rates out of warranty than comparable non-connected vehicles of the same age. The researchers did not call it intentional, but they called it consistent. Here is the financial gut punch that closes the loop. A vehicle flagged by its own software as having degraded components, even if those components are physically fine, carries that diagnostic history. Carfax and AutoCheck now pull connected vehicle data. Insurers and used car algorithms read those logs. A software-flagged vehicle loses 10 to 17% of its resale value versus an identical vehicle with a clean diagnostic record, according to Black Book vehicle valuation data. So your car's software can falsely degrade a component threshold. Force a dealer visit. Generate a diagnostic record. Reduce your resale value. Push you into a trade-in. Profit at every step. And you will never see it coming because it happens silently over the air. At 2 a.m. while you sleep, what you can do right now: 1. Read the connected services terms before you sign. Opt out where legally permitted. 2. Research right to repair laws in your state. Support them. They directly protect your wallet. 3. Before buying, ask the dealer specifically which features require ongoing subscriptions. Get it in writing. For any vehicle you already own, audit your connected services enrollment. You may be sharing data you never consciously agreed to share. 5. Consider the long-term cost of ownership, not just the sticker price. Software-heavy vehicles carry software-heavy risks. The car industry has changed. The buyer's rulebook needs to change with it. Drop a comment below telling us which of these 5 surprised you the most. We read every single one. Subscribe if you want the truth about the automotive industry before it costs you. And share this video with one person who is thinking about buying a car in the next 6 months. Because what they don't know will cost them. We will see you in the next one.